I left you with this question here. And if you're looking at this and you haven't watched yesterday's video, go back and watch yesterday's video today and then keep this one for tomorrow. Because yesterday I explained what repeating patterns were. And today we are going to be doing more of those repeating patterns. So let's have a look at this one here, okay? Let's have a look at the pattern before we actually answer any of these questions. So first of all, let's see, where does the pattern end? So the pattern here is yellow and then green and then kind of a pinky color and then the same pinky color and blue. And then it goes yellow, green, pink, pink, blue. All right, perfect. So how many different colors are there in this pattern? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they're in groups of 5. So that means that the fifth is blue. So the 10th must also be blue. And the first is yellow. The first is yellow. And after the 5th, the next one will be yellow as well. So that's 6th is yellow. And the 11th is yellow. Okay. So what is the next color in the pattern? All right. Well, the last color that we can see in the pattern is yellow. So what comes after yellow? Green. That's fairly straightforward. Green. What color is the 30th tile? Okay, so we don't want to have to draw out all of these. But what we can do is we can see that the 5th is blue, the 10th is blue, the 5th is blue, the 10th is blue, the 15th is blue, the 20th would be blue, the 25th would be blue, and the 30th would also be blue. So the answer is blue. The 30th tile would be blue. What color is the 48th tile? Okay, so a quick way of doing this is, since we're going up in 5s and we know what blue is, all right, we can assume that 50, now we're looking for 48, I know, but 50 would be blue, wouldn't it? Because it is divisible by 5. So 50 would be blue, and 48 is 2 numbers before 50. So if we know that the 50th would be blue, then we just have to go back 2 places to find the 48th. So it would be pink. Because if the 50th is blue, then the 49th would be pink, the 48th would be pink, the 47th would be green, the 46th would be yellow, and then the 45th would be blue again. So if the 63rd tile is red, what color is the 65th tile? Ah, okay. So see the way they obviously consider this to be red, not pink. So that's red, not pink. Excuse me, my color blindness. If the 63rd tile is red, now we have to be careful here, okay? Because you might think, okay, this is 63rd, 64th, 65th. But this could be 63rd, 64th, 65th. Do you see what I mean? And that's why they're trying to catch us out, because they know that there's 2 red tiles. So what we have to do here is we have to work it out the same way we work the other 2 out. Now, luckily, we know that 65 would be divided evenly by 5. So see the way we were counting up in 5s? We would eventually reach 65. Therefore, the 65th color would be blue, because it would be divisible by 5 evenly. So write down the pattern formed by the blue tiles. Write down the pattern formed by the blue tiles. Well, we have it there, don't we? We did it earlier. It would be the 5th, it would be the 10th, it would be the 15th, it would be the 20th, it would be the 25th. And what's the pattern there? It's increasing by 5 each time, so it's plus 5. So the pattern is plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Now, in what position is the 6th blue tile? Okay, so this would be the first blue tile. this would be the second, this would be the third, the fourth, the fifth. So the next one would be the sixth. So the sixth would be the 30th tile. Equally, you could multiply 6 by 5 and you give you 30. So the sixth blue tile is the 30th tile. Okay, so that was the homework. Now, let's have a look at this, okay? This is a repeating pattern, but with numbers instead of colors or shapes. So the repeating pattern below is the multiples of 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24. Each time 6 is being added on, okay? Now, they say the last digit in each number forms this pattern. And what they mean by the last digit is, I know there's no last digit when it's single digit, but they want you to include this, okay? So 6, and then the last digit here is 2. The last digit here is 8, 4, 0, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, and so on. So the last digit in each number forms the pattern 6, 2, 8, 4, 0. And again, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0. So it's a 5-number pattern, repeating pattern. So what would be the next two numbers of this pattern they're asking us, okay? So we have 6 and 2. What comes after 2? It's 8 and then 4. So 8 and 4. What is the 24th number of this pattern? Okay, so we can see it goes up in 5s, okay? And the last one, the 5th one, is 0, okay? So 24, if we think of 25, the 25th number, what would the 25th number be? The 25th number would be 0, wouldn't it? Because any multiple of 5 is going to be 0. So if the 25th number is 0, the 24th number must be 4, because it comes before 0. What is the 51st number of this pattern? Okay, let's look at the nearest number that's divisible by 5, and that would be 50. So if the 50th number was 0, the 51st is the one after 0, so that is 6. What is the position of the 5th eighth in this pattern? Okay, so the 5th eighth. Okay, well, what's the position of the 8th in the first pattern? It's 3, and then that is, where's that? It's 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if I write it out again, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, comma, comma, just to separate them. So 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you can see here it's at 3. So the first 8 is the third, then the second 8 is the 8th. The third 8th is 13. So see how much are they increasing by? Let's just get rid of these 5s, make it clear. How far apart are they? So the first 8 is at the 3rd position, the second 8 is at the 8th, and the third 8 is at 13th. So the distance between that, the difference in number, is 5, isn't it? It's plus 5, plus 5. So the fourth 8, the fourth 8th must be 8 plus, or 15, 13 plus 5, which means it would be the 18th position, okay? So the 18th position is the fourth 8. I know this is complicated. And then you add 5 again to that, and that will get you to the 5th 8. And the 5th 8 would be 18 plus 5, which is 23. So what position is of the 5th 8 of the pattern? It's the 23rd. What is the position of the 5th 8 of the pattern? So is the 23rd number in the pattern would be the fifth 8. The last question usually is the toughest in almost all questions in maths. It starts off easier and gets a little harder as you go on. So that is the trickiest. But once you can see the pattern, you can work along it, okay? The most important thing is that you prep yourself so that you divide up the numbers and you see clearly where the pattern is, and then you read the question carefully. So that is a tricky one. Now, for homework, I'd like you to do this, okay? So today is Friday, so this is, I want you to have this done for Monday, okay? If you have any questions, you can always give me an email and ask me which one in particular is stuck at. But we can see here, if I give you a little bit of a hand, where's the pattern? The pattern is from the circle to the triangle. And then again from the circle to the triangle. So you can see how many shapes is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're in fives. A lot of the ones we've done so far have been in fives. And this is a circle, this is a parallelogram, semicircle, square, and triangle. Okay, so have a go at that and see how you do.